Back. Hey, welcome back to the Real Deal STL, where we talk about real estate, all things real about it, and what you really need to know. So I am your host, Sarah Bell with Gold Bell Real Estate. I'm doing this episode from the office today because I have a busy day and I have people coming up here to meet me. So I need to get things rolling. But today I want to talk a little bit about more about being a realtor, because the last episode was kind of how to become a realtor. But now I want to talk about the realness of being a realtor. Because just so you know,
we work on commission, so
we don't usually get paid until the deal is closed, which is terrifying sometimes. But, you know, some of us have stable people in our lives that have the steady paycheck, and that helps a lot. And some of us don't. Very scary sometimes, but also very motivating. If you're that kind of person that, you know, that's going to motivate you to get up in the day and go get it done, then this may be the job for you. I wanted to tell you that if you're the kind of person that likes to get projects completed daily, like I was talking to my husband, he says he makes himself a checklist every day, and every day the checklist has to be completed. Otherwise, he doesn't stop working. And I can't really empathize with that because I don't get to check all the list off every day. I have so many open windows happening. Deals that you think are going to move fast don't. Things get delayed. You're waiting on other people all the time. It's kind of frustrating, and it's something you have to really come to terms with. You cannot usually wrap something up you started today. It's going to be weeks, months, days. So I just want to make you aware of that. If you're the kind of person, I used to be that kind of person that I love to get everything done every day, and I feel so accomplished, but it's got to be a different mind frame. You're still getting things done, but they're just not happening all in one day. So please be aware of that. Also, this job, like I said, commission only. You don't get paid till the end. Maybe our industry might be changing a little bit. You might start seeing some upfront fees happening. But for the most part, I mean, your paycheck comes at the closing. So until you get that person to the closing, you can't spend the money, and you shouldn't. I get those emails all the time as soon as I get a listing under contract. Hey, we'll front you your commission, and you just have to pay back some interest at the end. Don't do that. Like, that is so dangerous. I mean, if you have to, you have to. I get it. But that's a web you don't want to start getting involved in. It's like payday loan type things, and you are going to give away a lot of your money by doing something like that. But things happen all the time, and buyers back out of deals, and sellers find out they can't sell because something's wrong with the title. Like, I don't know. That's a tough one, because I know how hard it is for some people who are commission only and don't have that support system. Like, that's their only option sometimes. So just keep that in mind. I hope you have some reserves saved up, because it could take a little while before you start seeing the paychecks come in. Even if on your first day you get somebody under contract, I mean, you're still waiting. It could be 3 weeks if you're lucky, but a month or two before you close. So you just always got to keep something going. Another thing about this industry is the rejection and the objections you're going to get. It's like, on one hand, I'm an empath type person. Like, I really feel for everyone, but I've had to grow a thicker skin because people are going through a lot when they're selling their home or trying to buy. It's super stressful. They're not their normal selves during that. And it's not about you. They sometimes lash out, take things out on you because they're frustrated, and you're a good listener, and your comfort for them. Just kind of help absorb it, and just, reassure them that it's going to work out. I have your best interest in mind. I'm doing what I can in the background to make it work for you. And you just got to trust me. Like, the trust between the client and the realtor is what makes the transaction successful. So that's why you really got to spend that upfront time with people, to let them know that you actually care and that you're doing what you're supposed to be doing in the background. Even though they don't see every little move you're making, you're working for them constantly. The last thing I wanted to say is just self-promotion. You've got to be somebody who can self-promote and tell people about what you do, why you do it, what guides you, and what motivates you. Because when people hear you talk energetically about what you do, they want to work with you. And I've wondered sometimes about, all these extra volunteer roles I'm taking on. And, is this really good for my business for me to be away from it, doing leadership type roles and things like that? The truth is that people want to work with busy people. I had a broker tell me that. Like, they're going to seek you out when you look very active and very busy in the real estate community. They want that person because they know you're connected and they know you're good at what you do. Because if you weren't, they wouldn't be lifting you up throughout the ranks, within the industry. So that's the gist of what I wanted to say about being a realtor once you get the license and once you really start diving into how am I going to get business and who's going to use me, and maybe you moved from a different area or something and you're coming to a brand new market. Like, people do this all the time though. They can do it all the time when you're confident in your skills and you know what you're doing and you basically know how to run a transaction. You can be from a huge corporate brokerage or you can be a one-man show and you can still get the job done with the tools you have. The realtor's job is guiding you through the transaction, jumping all the hurdles, fixing all the problems. I mean, it doesn't matter where that person even works. It's just if they're a good realtor and they know how to stay ahead of things, that's going to be somebody you really need on your team when you're buying or selling. So I'm always a big promoter of realtors. I do my Know Your Worth Wednesdays just to tell realtors how much they mean to our economy, how much they mean to our communities, and they earn the money they make. And sometimes it takes a really long time to make that money. So if you ever are looking at a realtor going, wow, must be nice, look at their big paycheck, you know what, it might have taken a year to earn that. So if you'd like to actually do the math, they might have made like 17 cents a day during that whole procedure, but it is what it is. Just to kind of wrap up today, I do want to say a couple great things that have been happening to me as a broker now that I have my own company. I am just attracting the best agents. I'm not really trying to recruit anyone, but I can tell that there's some people out there that are looking for a broker like me, and I'm finding them through different channels. We're trying to boost all of these people as much as I can and help them get established in the real estate industry, whether they've been doing it for years or whether they're brand new. Like, there's different strategies to make it work. And a lot of it is just grinding. You just got to get out there and grind. And that's what I do. I get up in the morning, and I know I don't really have the most strategic plan every day of how my day is going to go, but I actually love that. I love having some fluidity and knowing that, oh, today I only have a couple appointments in the morning, so the rest of the afternoon I can actually catch up on my personal life things. Or I'm going to go out and just drive around and look for signs and see what I can find. It's grinding every day, just getting out there, doing what you can, talking to as many people as you can. Even if you're not a big talker, well, find a way to make flyers, emails, something to get something in front of people. I'm loving my brokerage. I'm 2 years into it, a little over 2 years, and it just keeps getting better. The more people I meet, the more deals we have, the more creative our industry is getting now. It's fantastic, and I enjoy every minute of it. So that might be all I have. So I just want to wrap it up and tell you that if you are a realtor or you're thinking about becoming one, I'm always here to answer questions, to tell you how my day goes. I highly recommend you interview brokers when you are becoming an agent. Go find somebody that fits your culture and your style and your pace, because that's super important. So make sure you got somebody who wants to see you succeed. So that's what I have to say about that. Real Deal STLs, always trying to give you the realest information, because all the fluff out there is just no good. But we'll see you next time. Thanks for tuning in.